Hey everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyersguy. I want to do something different for an episode of Throwback Flyersguy. And I know I've talked about this in the past, but now that we are getting closer and closer to the end of the 2020 decade, and before that, we came to the end of the 20, the teens, we got to the end of the 20 teen years as well. So since I wanted to do this since since we are already in a new year and getting closer to a new decade, I want to talk about something in my life that was quite a battle for me, and take I'm gonna take a look back at that journey I had in my life. We're gonna take a look back at one of the hardest things that's ever happened to me in my life. And the reason I'm doing this is because I know this year the Philadelphia Flyers have their backs against the wall, which is why I want to talk about the year where I had my back against the wall, and that was one of the longest years of my life. This is the story of the 2017-2018 story of this is the story of 2017-2018. The year everything changed in my life. So I don't really have, since my old Facebook account was hacked, and I'm not able to show you some of the stuff from that year because most of the stuff on my old Facebook account that's gone because my account was hacked back in 2021. But my sister still has the posts here, so I'll take you guys all the way back to July of. No, I'm not sure if it was either June or July of 2017. So I'm going to click this filter button here, and I'm going to go back to the year that this all happened. It's the 2017. Okay, here we go, 2017. Month. I think it might be June. It might have been the end of June, I remember. At the end of June, I had them. I'm going to check here. Hold on a minute. June of 2017. This is definitely not it. No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. So I'm going to go to July of 2017. And this video is really hard for me to do, but I have to do this because, I've done videos about this in the past, but I've never showed the journey I was on and my road to recovery. And I really wanted to show this off because I know that the Flyers have their backs against the wall. And like I said, I wanted to take you back to a time in my life when I had I had my back against the wall. And this was definitely a year. Trying to find it, alright, I gotta go. So what happened was, in 2017, the rod in my back was poking through my skin, and I went to see my pulmonary doctor. I went to see Dr. Panich, who was my doctor at the time, and he recommended I go see a specialist to take care of it. So we went to the University of Penn Hospital. We were waiting so long to get seen by the doctor. And it was just a day from hell. That's how it started out. So they took me back into a hospital room. I got an x-ray on the back. Had to stay there for a couple of days. And I was there for like maybe a week or so. And they had sent me home. I thought everything was going well until the day in July of 2017. I aspirated almost. I asked for blacked down from aspiration. The ambulance was called. I was rushed to Jean's Hospital, and I woke up in Jean's Hospital scared to death. Did not know where the hell I was. I couldn't even talk because it was so severe. So here's what happened. And many months later, I wasn't able to talk. So we're gonna look at this post that my sister posted here. I want to thank everyone who will take some shit here to Flyersguy Stewart, especially Kate Torsha and Dr. Devine. And all those amazing nurses. This is amazing nurses. You need to so this is really hard for me to do. And it's really hard for me to do this video. And I talked about this video, but I didn't show the actual events leading up to what happened. It's a post from my sister from August 7th, 2017. Another post from August 11th. And I remember that all the nurses gave me this awesome flyer stuff that I still have in my room. And that truly meant the world to me. And it truly meant a lot to me. It was a very nice gesture. Here's another picture of me with my friends Christina and Caitlin from Jean's Hospital from August 16th, 2017. They came to visit me that day. And here's a post from August 21st. This was the first day I got back into my wheelchair after everything that happened to me. Everything seemed to be going well that month. Yet until September of that year, later that week, I was sent to Fox Subacute in Warrington, and it was a nice place. The people were nice there, but they made me wean off my ventilator, which I didn't really understand why I had to do it. I thought I was doing the right thing. Mom and my sister thought that this was the right thing for me, but we didn't realize that many months later, my pulmonologist, Dr. Panic, told us that, I shouldn't be off the ventilator. Somebody in my condition needs to be on the ventilator. And that's the thing right here. So I was there I was there from August to September. Then to October, I had to go get a new G2 put in. And then in November, I had to get through November. And in December, that was a very hard month for me as well. And we're going to take a look back at December 2017. This was the first time I was not home for Christmas. Start all the way at the bottom here.
Babies.
Okay. Here's a picture from December 1st, 2017. It's So I take out my flyers. My flyers like it. Even when I was in the hospital going through some serious shit in my life, I was still fired up. I still supported my team. It's also see pictures of my area by a couple other people here as well. They just wouldn't have been able to get through it if it wasn't for my family. Post for my sister's birthday. Birthday post from February 2017. And here's another post December 13th, 2017.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
And it's another post right here. And during this time of December, I was trying to get out of there when I had another setback. I had infected gallbladder that had to be taken out. I was rushed to Abington Hospital, ironically. It was the hospital that I was born in, and not TV station, the hospital that gave birth to Throwback Flyersguy. And this is for Christmas in 2017. We didn't really have Christmas that year. We had a late Christmas. And here's a video that I got from Brian Elliott. My friends Christina and Caitlin. I think they reached out to Brian Elliott, and he sent me this nice video.
Brian Elliott from the Philadelphia Flyers. Just wanted to wish you happy holidays to you and your family, and want you to know that we're all thinking about you here with the Flyers. So thanks for your support. Go Flyers.
So that's the
Hey
Brian
Timmy,
Elliott.
this is Brian Elliott from the Philadelphia Flyers. Just wanted to wish you happy holidays to you and your family, and want you to know that we're all thinking about you here with the Flyers. So thanks for your support. Go Flyers.
After that month, we got hit with some good news. We got hit with some very good news in January of 2018. We got some really good news. So let's take a look at the post on January of 2018. This was the breakthrough that I really needed, not just for me, but for my family. I'm going to show you right now these posts right here. And we're going to start with a post from January 29th. Hold on a second, I don't think I said that right. From January 29th, 2018. And this is from my sister. We have been waiting for this day for over 6 months. And tomorrow the day is finally here. Not feeling well, but I won't let that stop me from enjoying this day. Less than 16 hours until the Flyersguy still will be home with us. We are going from horrible news to better news to bad news to good news. Too many ups and downs to count. The presents have been waiting under the tree since Christmas. More importantly, we have been anticipating this moment for so long. Tim cannot wait to be home with us and the entire family just the same way. We all know that he will be just as well taken care of by us and the home nurses that he was he met that he was with in the rehab. This is going to be a big transition for all of us. You got that right. You got that right. We have gone through much worse. I know how much he wants to come home, but I also know how much his heart is going to hurt. So we're leaving all the nurses. He's heard the lot of, especially Chrissy Renee. Tim is such a special person to me. Alright, this is a long post. Every time I keep reading it, I just get a little choked up inside. I'm actually, let me rephrase that, I get a little teary eyed. Here's a post from January 2018. The house decorated. There's my old Claude Giroux flyer sign that I used to have outside my house on a cloudy January 30th, 2018. And then the moment of truth had finally arrived. I came home. I heard a post from my sister. He's home. He cried for the first time. And I'm just so happy. I'm so happy to have him. This was a tough word to end. This wasn't the only thing that happened to me. This is only part one. Part two will be the road to recovery. This is part one. The battle of my life. 2017, 2018. The next video will be part two. Part two of 2017, 2018. It'll be part two. The road to recovery. With that being said, I know the Flyers have their backs against the wall. They've had their backs against the wall all season. And they've come out on top. I wanted to do this story because this story is very similar to what the Flyers are going through. Well, not similar from a medical standpoint, but similar from an underdog standpoint. Because me and the Flyers, we have a lot in common. Both underdogs. We both had some uphill battles in our lives. But we can't let those uphill battles, we gotta keep fighting those uphill battles. Because sometimes struggles in life are like climbing a mountain. Once you get to the top, it's all worth it. So the Flyers, I believe in you. This city believes in you. And I'll never stop believing in you. Just like the great Oscar Lindblom, he had his road to recovery. My road to recovery was a tough road. But I got there, and it's been worth it. I wanted to do this because this is a part of my life. This was one of the biggest battles I've ever faced in my life. And sometimes it goes to show you that in the blink of an eye, your whole life can change just like that. It gives us a lesson about life. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how tough it gets, you have to keep fighting. You have to keep fighting this battle. I owe it to my family, my friends, Philadelphia Flyers, the nurses at Jean's Hospital, the nurses at Five Subacute, not just the nurses, but the whole staff at Five Subacute at Jean's Hospital. And also, I've been able to get through it as well without the love of my friends and the support of the people that I love. And if I wouldn't have been able to get through that. Without my dad holding my hand in spirit. This isn't the end of my journey. In the next episode, I'm going to be talking about my road to recovery. So I'm going to title this video, The Battle, the biggest battle in the life of Timmy Flyersguy, Part 1, 2017, 2018. I'll be doing Part 2, 2018. I'll be doing Part 2, The Road to Recovery. I'll be doing Part 2 of the biggest battle in the life of Timmy Flyersguy. Part 2, The Road to Recovery. I'm doing these videos because I know what it's like to have my back against the wall. With that being said, let's go Flyers. Let's go Flyers. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep battling. Let's keep scratching. Let's keep flying. And let's keep being hungry for victory. I'd just like to thank Brian Elliott as well for his support that year. I wanted to do this video because I feel like I had to tell this story. I would do a whole narrative about this, but technically, this is a narrative. And technically for this narrative, I don't think on this narrative, I didn't need AI because I wanted to talk about this myself without the assistance of AI. Because this is something. I need to talk about this one, that. Go into my narratives, out narratives playlist on my YouTube channel. This will be an episode of Throwback Flyersguy. Guys, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in Part 2. For the biggest battle in the life of Timmy Flyersguy. Part 2, The Road to Recovery, 2018, 2019. Till next time, everybody. Till next time. There will not be an intro or an outro to this video. It doesn't need one. It doesn't need one. Because it would ruin this video if I had an intro or an outro. I'm doing this to let people know that sometimes in life, you just gotta keep fighting. You just gotta keep fighting. Fight for your life. Fight like hell. Keep battling. Keep fighting. Keep being determined.